So I was wise to remove that long voicemail that I left for my mom. The landlord did call. I had a voicemail from him. And he would have been furious, because the way to approach it, which I'm not going to do, of course, and my mom won't do it, unfortunately, would be to write a letter. And it's an example of that Joe taught me, something dissonance, cognitive dissonance, and it's when you're forced to hold two opposing views. On the one hand, he does do nice things for her, you know. Because I'd asked him, like I said, she tripped and fell into her TV, and she's tripped over her fucking shoelaces. I knew that was bound to happen at some point, okay? And I've also told her, when you're on those psych meds and you're getting up to get water in the middle of the night or whatever, you've got to be careful. You've got to be careful. Those psych meds are notorious for causing dizziness, and they even say on the little thing, inserts, they say things like, you know, you have to be careful getting up. You don't want to get up too quickly and things like that or whatever. But the sneakers hanging down the lacings and trying to put sneakers on. And I said, well, you have those other shoes that are like slip-ons. They don't fit, you know, it's like whatever. But anyway, I wanted his, because I couldn't get anything out of my mom. I wanted him, she had called him, and I just wanted his take on it. And of course, he's like, your mom's fine, and I'm always here to help her, and I did her laundry, you know, and I can't, it's cognitive, whatever Joe taught me, cognitive dissonance or whatever, two opposing views. On the one hand, he does do things to help my mom, but that does not even remotely refute, negate, etc., the laundry situation, the dryer situation. You get it? So it's being forced to hold two opposing views simultaneously, and it causes anxiety and conflict within the brain. So I was wise to remove that message, because that is not the way to do it. And just because he didn't contact me yesterday, that's what I thought about. Because when I'm angry, I'm like, I'm going to leave it and it's all the truth, and I played it for you guys. I removed it and just had a short little thing on there that, again, said, Mom, I'm not going anywhere until my toe is healed. If you decide not to go to your friends on your own, see if you can get a ride here this week. But I stand my ground, and that my mom did not need to you know, she didn't need laundry done. She just had it done, all of it in the house. She washed everything Thursday, late afternoon, okay? Wasn't even there the whole weekend, and you can't be doing laundry just because you spill something on something you like when you have to pay to do laundry. My God, any day of the week you can spill something on something you like, you know? That's why you have more clothes, you know, and you save up the dirty clothes at least until you have a whole load. And she sure as fuck did not have a full load when she was here the whole weekend, and she didn't have a full load between Thursday night and, you know what I mean, and Tuesday. She didn't. It's impossible. Well, I threw in a towel. Mom, you threw it. You have plenty. I only have 3 towels, Mom. I'd be better off. Seriously, if you're going to do laundry because you used a towel, you have 3 towels. She only used one towel and wrapped it around her clean body. I said, Mom, you got to hang that up to dry. You can't just be trying to make a load of laundry when you just did laundry, and it's going to cost you, whether you do a small load or a big load, it's going to cost you the goddamn fucking same. But again, we go back to the same thing. It shouldn't, because common sense dictates if the dryer runs longer, her little load is going to dry. It wasn't a big enough load. But again, then I told you, we threw in my mom's supposed friend's laundry in with my mom, and my mom paid for it. You know, it's like, whatever. It's just irritating all around. Plus, she spent all of her money, you know. I'm like, did you at least save money for the bus in case you need to take the bus on your own? You know, I can't get your money. I'm stuck here, right? I'm not going to injure myself more because you decided to spend all your quarters that you lost a roll of quarters I gave you. Luckily you had these other quarters, but you know, you can't just hand the landlord your last dime for laundry that you just did laundry 5 days ago and you weren't even home the whole weekend. You know? Ugh. Cognitive dissonance, because he leaves such a nice message and, oh, your mom is fine, I helped her, yeah, I know, she tripped and fell in, luckily, and I said, she reached out, when she tripped, the fucking flat screen TV, and that could have been a fucking disaster. You don't reach out for your fucking TV so you don't fall. You pull the TV down with you and, you know, smash it to pieces. Because seriously, forget about the fact you know, I'm not talking about having to buy a new TV. I'm talking about the TV falling on you, smashing glass and whatever. That's the worst thing you can do, is reach out for the TV if you're going to fall, you know? But that's what she did. Because obviously if you're falling, you don't want to fall and you're not thinking, but reaching out for the TV, I mean, that's like, what's that word? It's taking a matter and making it, you know, you don't reach out for your TV. That's trading one thing for another. Yeah, you don't want to fall, but you don't reach out for your fucking your TV that's heavy, and you're going to pull it down in its glass, and oh my God. When I was trying to talk to her about that, she's like, oh, I'm like, if this happened in the middle of the night, you called the landlord in the middle. She didn't call him in the middle of the night. And he of course, is going to brush it all aside. Your mom's fine. She's healthy. She just, you know, I fixed whatever, you know, she's just lucky, that's all. And she's nonchalant. She's like, well, these things happen. It's right. She's right. They do, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to worry. Of course they happen. I told you, my friend broke her friggin' collarbone and when she was out of state, and she was out of commission for a while, and then Christmas Eve she fell and I already told you this now, I can't remember what happened. Oh, she wound up having to have hip surgery on Christmas Eve instead of being able to get together with family on Christmas and all this crap. So things happen. The woman across the street was foolishly, as I've told my mom, don't do, up on a chair, and apparently fell and broke something. And when you're elderly, falling is worse than when you're not, but falls happen, okay? I understand that, but I still can be worried, and I can still say the last thing you want to do, Mom, when you're falling is to break your fall. Reach out for your flat screen TV. No, you're going to pull that TV down and make matters onto your foot and smash it everywhere, and it could be glass, it could be breaking your, you know, that kind of thing falling on you. Way worse. That's making matters worse, potentially very dangerous if you're going to fall, to break your fall, to reach out for your friggin' flat screen TV. But that's exactly what my mom did. And the landlord's going to be, your mom's fine, she's not hurt, but she was bloody and bruised apparently a little bit, but in her arm, but you can't do that. You cannot reach out for your TV if you're going to fall. You're going to pull it. My mom's like, I'm lucky. That's what my mom's like. My mom's like, I'm lucky I didn't break my TV. No, you're lucky. Fuck the TV. Fuck the TV, Mom. We'll buy you another TV. You're lucky you didn't pull that TV down on top of your foot, smash glass, you know what I mean? And this was all taking place while I was, you know, sleeping, and I had done that to my friggin' toe. That's what my mom was busy doing. which I only found out after the fact, many, many hours later, and she wasn't explaining to me what was happening. And I still couldn't get it out of her. Are you going to meet your friend on your own or not? I can't stop you, but, you know, I prefer that you postponed your little mini vacation to your friends until I can help get you there safely. Oh. So yeah, he is there to, if something happens or whatever, so that means I just have to bite my tongue and just totally put in the back of my head and disregard all the shit that I've complained to you guys about. Legitimate shit. It's not like it doesn't upset my mom, but she's not going to say anything, and she wants to live there, and, you know, I told her, do not ever. And I didn't say it mean. I said it in a concerned voice because I was there. And I said, Mom, this was last Thursday, I said, Mom, please do not ever try to get your laundry out of the spinning thing again, okay? I did it. You know, please just don't do it. Please just don't do it, Mom. You know, you're 22 years older than me. You don't have the reflexes I have. Proof of that was I didn't hurt myself when I tried to do that, and I got everything out but one sock. And I did that about a month ago. I never dreamed she would try to do it. But again, he wasn't around, and he'd put her laundry in but wasn't around to get it out. But he did come back, but she's not thinking that way. She's just thinking, I want my clothes, so I'll try to do what Laura did. And in the process, my mom did what I didn't do, because she must have not have been careful enough again. And it's not exactly really bright in the laundry room or whatever. She could have hurt herself. Right? Just don't try to get your laundry out of the spinning thing that shouldn't spin when you know, please. But I never imagined she would do that after I had told her the difficulty I'd had doing it. But I felt desperate that I had to do it because I had told her I would do her laundry, and we ran out of time because it goes so long, and we had 2 loads, so I wanted to at least get some of her clothes out and not have hurt. I was afraid of what she might try to do. This was, you know, back when I told you, about a month ago or more, about a month ago maybe, and I just figured, okay, it's spinning round and round and round, and I could see every bit of clothes I took out were dry, so I exchanged them. I took everything out, it was totally dry, and then threw in the other load. You know? And I don't know what happened after that, and then I called the landlord, and I got to say what I wanted to say. Well, my mom says that doesn't stop spinning, and I had to leave, and you need to go because I don't know if it's ever gonna stop, and we don't want a fire or whatever, and plus I don't want my mom trying to have my mom's clothes being stuck down there, and of course he's still the same thing. There's nothing wrong with my dryer, and he, you know, and I haven't yet gotten a chance to prove him right or prove him wrong, at least in the fact where his insistence, straight to my face, the dryer will eventually shut off. It just doesn't. It takes a long, long time. And I go back to the same thing with my mom, but it goes over her head. Mom, if it takes a long, long time for that dryer to shut off, as we've seen, why is it costing you extra money? Why is it costing $4 instead of $2? End of story. And it is every time. They're saying the stuff doesn't dry. It's not making any sense. It can't run forever on the one hand, yet need extra money to dry on the other. It makes no fucking sense, and again, makes me feel like he's just, you know, getting that little bit extra money as his payment for doing her laundry, which he views as, I don't want your mom to fall, and I view as, my mom could do her laundry just fine if you would either repair or replace your goddamn fucking broken dryer. Yeah.